Determine color of a chessboard square. So you have given a coordinates and a string that represent the coordinate of a square of a chessboard, like this is a1, this is b1, this is c1. So we have to tell, if they give a1, we have to tell that it is black or white. So if it is white, then we have to say that return true, and if it is black, we have to return false. So if we make some calculations, like how can we confirm that it's black or white? So here this is logic, like if we consider it as 1, this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if we sum these 1 and 1, it will be 2, and if we sum 2 and 1, it will be 3. If we sum 3 and 1, it will be 4, and so on. So when you will see that, like if we see this will be 1, this is 3, so it will be 4. So every even number will be at a black square. Okay, all will be black, even numbers. So it's a logic, like we can create a map in which a will be mapped to 1, a will be mapped to 1, b will map to 2, c will map to 3, so on. So what we will do, like we will just sum 1 and 1, we will use this map as a helper, and we will sum 2 and 1, and if we get a even number, then it's a black. If we get a odd number, it's white. So like they have given the input like a1. So what we will do, first we will create a map like this will be the map. So this will be the map, and then we are just, as we know, the string co will just of 2, of length 2. So first element, it will be like a1, so here it will be the a, and in this it will be 1. So but it is in string form, so I will convert it into integer, and then I will sum this x is the number like a1, so I will take 1, and I have to know a, what will be the value of a will be 1, so I will get a 1 by this map m of f. If I get a sum and it is divisible by 2, then I know that if it is divisible by 2, then it's a black square, so I have to return false, otherwise return true. So let's go to the next question. This is sentence similarity. So as we know, as the question suggests, the sentence is a list of words that are separated by a single space. So this is sentence, and these are the sentences. What we have to tell that we have to tell that sentence 1 and sentence 2 are similar or not. So the conditions are like, if sentence 1 and sentence 2 are like this: hello, my name is Jane, and hello, Jane. So this hello and hello should be same, this Jane and Jane should be same. Or you can say that we have to, they will give two sentences, we have to put a empty or a arbitrary sentence in between the words, like this is the arbitrary sentence, like hele my hele was also present here. They put a sentence like name is here, and it's a empty space here. So if I remove this sentence, then it will resembles the same, that sentence 1 will be sentence 2. So same, but here like I can't put any sentence like behind or in the forward direction, but so I can't make this. Eating right now will be like, eating will resemble like eating, and right now is the arbitrary sentence which is put. So yeah, so this can't be equals to this. So what we can do, let's take this an example where what I will do, the brute force approach will be like this: if I see this and this, and again this and this, the initial character of both the string and final character of both the string, then I will see inside. But there can be a chance like this: initial, and finally is also same this. So if I compare both the, then one will give me the answer yes, but another will not give me the answer. So I have taken this critical example in which I am taking 4 pointers I, J, L and R. What I will do, I will iterate I and J will iterate the first string sentence 1, and L and R will iterate sentence 2. I will compare L and I. If they are equal, then I will move L and I here. Same with J. If they are equal, then I will decrease J minus minus, J will be here. Same with R. So what I am doing in this example, if we just see like manually, what will be the answer? Like C is equal to C, ny is ny, H is equal to H, P is equal to P. So this is the string which is like arbitrary string which is put in this sentence. So this is a valid case, it's a true case. So how it is true? Because we iterate same like I and J, I here and J here, and we were matching in both the strings. So if their if case comes when J just like I just got increase, like I just crosses, I is going here and J is going here, and there time when I just cross J, like I will be greater than J, or same with like L will be greater than R. That means one of the string in any of the case, like in any of the case, one of the string is fully traversed and all the elements are matched with the another string. So this is the simple example and we got the idea. So first what we can do, first they will not give us the, we have to match the sentence. So first with this then this. So what I have done, I separate all the list, like they have given sentence 1 and sentence 2. What I have done, like I made a list of strings or vector of strings where I taken like list string will be like C, H, P and Y, which will return this, the L1 will contain that part. So this is the function, like it will take the, it will make a vector of string, then will iterate over the this string S, and will take only non-space characters. So it will put in the list of list strings and return the vector of string. So L1 and L2 are these. Then I take in the size of L1 and L2. These are the 4 pointers. Like I have told you before, I will be less than J, L will be less than R, because L and R are moving like this. So these are the boundary conditions, and then I check Li, L1 I and L2 L. L1 I and L2 L is both are equal. Yeah, both are equal. So I will move the pointer. Same with the J and R, J and R. And if their time comes when I is just greater than J or L is just greater than R, means they cross each other, so I will return true. Otherwise I will break it, or I can return false. It's your choice. I just break it and I then after that I return false. So this is the simple solution. In the third question, so in third question they want the count nice pairs in array. Nice pair, they have defined like there will be two indices I and J, or I have to select two numbers, so the num I and num J. So there will be condition both the numbers should satisfy, that is num I plus reverse of the second number, that is num J, should be equals to num J plus reverse of the first number, that is nums I. So it's in this example like 42. So we have to take 42 plus reverse of 97, like in this example it will be 42 plus 79 121, and another is 97 plus reverse of 42, it will be 121. So this is satisfying the condition. We have to give the number of pairs which will satisfy this. So again like we can do a brute force, we can take a like brute force solution because it's 10 raised to 5, so any square solution will not work. So simply we have to do like storing somewhere, so that we get an idea, like if I am at 42, then is there any other value which I can compare, so that I can get an insight that nums of I plus reverse of this is present or not. So first we can modify this condition, because they are two variables I and j at the same time. So we have to make it one variable, so that the other variable I can find from somewhere else. So what I have done, in like they have given this, we can make it like this: nums of I minus reverse of nums of I. Just move this here, and and sorry, this will be minus, and move this to here. It will become like this. It's like subtraction of the same number x minus reverse of x, and should be equals to y minus reverse of y. So if we find this, like if this value comes to be alpha, and if we have some container, and if we are iterating over array like our vector I, and if we find in the container we have alpha, and I am at I. So if I is equals to alpha, I is not the exact value, it's like nums of I minus the reverse of that number. Let's call it beta. This is beta. So if it is equals to alpha, so we just need the number of alpha. There can be alpha 3 times, so we will just add the frequency of those alphas. So how can we get to the solution? So in this container we can call it map, where I will store map of alpha plus plus. Every time when I get alpha, I will just increase its frequency, because I need its frequency only. So I will iterate the array, and this can be a function. You can make a reverse function of that number. I will store x minus reverse of alpha. So like there comes alpha 1, alpha 2. So I will iterate the array, adds nums. I will find the difference, like I can, it's simple code. First I will take the string, like the first, what I am doing, like I am just reversing the number, so I just making it into a string, then reverse it, and then again making it to integer. You can make another function like mod function, which will divide, it will take the remainder and will reverse the number, and the difference will be like this. So I will find that if the difference exists in the map. If it is exists, just I need the frequency part, because more the alpha, more will be the answer. So res plus this, you can use the mod function like this, and I will eventually I have to put the frequency in this array, in this map. So this is
Bounce to the